Okay, we've got quite a bit to get through in today's session, and we have three speakers, so I'm just going to press on. You know some of this already, you've seen this in previous sessions. There's a range of different organizations involved, and I'm glad to say that we've got Manufacturing Change Internet of Production and Flat Rock Studio presenting today. The whole point is to bring in some money for makerspaces. Again, we're sort of focusing more on quality here and tips and tricks. We're not actually teaching pricing as such. We're not making you do exercises and things, and we're hoping to help increase your success rate. This is the fourth and penultimate webinar in the series, and the next one's going to be on structures for success. This has been proposed by the group, actually, emerging from some of the work around the market dialogues and the business models side of things, about how you design an organization to be able to implement and therefore continue to earn revenue in the future. We're going to touch on some of those themes today, but we'll cover a lot of it, and particularly some of the tools next week. And again, we're going to be sharing some documents with you. We have some templates and things that particularly a tool that Felix from Flat Rock Studio is going to be showing you. We'll be able to share that, share some examples of that afterwards. The first speaker today, after I've done my introduction, will be Anna. Then I'll be taking over and presenting a bit on projects. And then Felix is going to be talking about pricing in an organization. We've organized the webinar into three main parts, which is pricing a job, pricing a project, and pricing in an organization. So pricing a job is going to be led by Anna, and that's for an individual task. That's something that can be broken down. So it might be a product, a single 3D print. It might be a trainee program, but it's one particular job. A project, or it depends how you define the language, or a program, is often made up of lots of different tasks and activities. And that requires pricing a lot of different jobs, but it also means looking at some of the organization costs as well. You do that with pricing a job, but we're drawing some distinctions there. And I'll be presenting a little bit about that. And pricing in an organization. So this is looking at sort of policies that you might have in your makerspace, or tools and systems you might have in your makerspace in order to grow and succeed with your work. Throughout those three levels, the job, the project, the organization, there will be things that are more relevant for fundraising. There will be things that are more relevant for tendering. So things that are for grants and accountable grants. Michael, can you switch your video off, please? And so yeah, tendering and grants are going to be common to both of them. So throughout the presentation, Anna, Felix, and I might be jumping in and saying, actually, this is relevant to grants as well, and giving some examples. But we think there are some things that we have in common across both grants and tenders, and that is understanding the client, understanding the market, cash flow, and then we want to talk about some nightmares. Or tell you some stories, not to put you off, but perhaps to begin to explain some of the consequences of not getting pricing right.